What's up? It is me, Adam the Movie Guy. Thank you so much for joining the channel. Before I get started, my goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm almost halfway there. Thank you so much for everybody who has already subscribed. Make sure to go hit that subscribe button down below first. But before I get started, or not before I get started, what I'm going to be doing today is just my top 10 favorite movies. I'm not saying these are the best movies ever made. I'm just saying these are the movies that throughout all the movies I've watched, these are the ones I enjoy the most. And this is kind of like a living list. I would say the top 5 are pretty solid, but 6 through 10 can kind of change within themselves, and also it kind of fluctuates between the year as well. But as of now, these are my top 10. This is super hard to do, and I'm probably forgetting some movies. I'm not counting franchises though. So like Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, that would be on this list. I'm not counting anything in a franchise. I'm not counting Disney movies either. So these are just non-franchise, non-Disney movies, because Disney is my favorite. I'll do another Disney list, another franchise list. If you'd like to see it, leave it down in the comments below. But without further ado, let's get this list started. The first movie I have coming at number 10, Her, with Joaquin Phoenix in it. This is Joaquin Phoenix, Chris Pratt's in it as well, and Scarlett Johansson voices the AI that Joaquin Phoenix talks to. And I feel like this is just a movie that's underrated, and I enjoy it not only because I feel like the story compelling and interesting to watch, but also the soundtrack. I kind of like when the soundtrack puts those emotions out there that makes you feel like what the emotion you're supposed to be feeling in the movie. And I feel like Her has one of the best soundtracks that kind of portrays the emotions going on in the movie. And I really just kind of, I'm not related to it, but I really felt it when I watched it. So I really enjoyed like kind of a lot of different aspects of that movie. And Joaquin Phoenix is one of my favorite actors. Number 9, I have I Am Legend. This is one of the movies that I watched. I think it came out in 2007. I was a huge End of the World kind of movie fan, so I liked 2012 when I was younger as well. Not as much anymore, but I Am Legend was just super fun movie to watch. I was in 7th grade, and I watched it on repeat, and I've even watched it a couple times recently, and I feel like it still holds up. So that is why I Am Legend is at number 9. Number 8, we have The Green Mile, Tom Hanks. I'm blanking who else is in it. I'm pretty sure Sam Rockwell is in it as well, and he's one of my favorite actors, top 5 as well. This movie is just fun to watch. Not fun to watch, it's really sad. But the story's interesting. It's a longer movie, but it keeps me interested in the movie the whole time. I really enjoyed this one. All the actors were amazing. Number 7, we have Inception. This is another movie that I can watch once every year, once every other year, and I still find it as interesting as the first time I watched it. I always have different theories about what happened or how the ending is. But yeah, let me know what you think about that as well down in the comments. Number 6, we got The Prince of... Oh, I guess I didn't... Did I say not animated? Okay, anyway, I got Prince of Egypt as number 6. DreamWorks, not Disney. I remember watching this as a kid. I remember buying it on VHS, sitting on my living room floor, eating popcorn, watching it, and I liked it. And then I remember for nostalgia, I saw it at a thrift shop for $1 in college, and I rewatched it, and I'm like, this is still a masterpiece. I'll enjoy it now more than I did when I first watched it, and I have the 4K version of it. Now it is just an amazing movie that I could probably watch once a year. At number 5, we have The Truman Show. So this movie has Jim Carrey, and if you don't know it, he is born on an island on a TV show, or when he's younger they make him scared of water, so everybody is in on it except for him. I just like this movie because I feel like it's super unique. It's fun. I like Jim Carrey, and he's not in his usual kind of goofy comedy role. So that one's just unique and fun to watch. Coming at number 4, we have 8 Mile. I'm a huge Eminem fan, so of course I like this movie. I also got this 4K steelbook as this as well pretty recently, and this is another one I like to kind of revisit every couple years. And they re-released it in theaters last year because it was the 20th anniversary, and I had to go see it. I was too young and didn't know what it was when it first came out. I think I was in 2nd grade, but I'm glad I got the chance to see it in theaters. It's a really cool experience, and I had the whole theater to myself. Coming at number 3, now the top 3 are definitely pretty solid. Number 3 is not only one of my favorite movies that I enjoyed, but one of the best movies ever made, Shawshank Redemption. This movie is just the storytelling, the acting, the twist, everything just comes together so perfectly in this movie. and it's just so fun to watch. I watched it. I mean, I don't know how many times I watched it, 5 or 6 times. First time I watched it was in college, and it was amazing. Even my wife likes it as well, and it's probably the only movie on this list my wife also enjoys. Coming at number 2, I said Joaquin Phoenix was one of my favorite actors, and he's coming back up. It is The Joker. When this movie first came out in 2009, I remember the first time I saw it in theaters, I knew I was watching one of my favorite movies. The whole thing, Joaquin Phoenix's acting in that is unreal, and the Joker's already one of my favorite characters. I really liked Heath Ledger's as well, but this movie really stuck out to me. I saw it twice in theaters. I remember buying it on the digital copy, and it came with the DVD later or when it came out, but I remember watching it like the whole week. It came out 7 days in a row. I watched it. Super good movie. Number 1, this might come as a shock to some people. If you know me, it is not. And yes, I'll probably get made fun of it for it. But number 1, I have Phantom of the Opera. This movie, I wasn't huge on musicals. Les Mis kind of got me into it on 2012. A friend let me borrow it one day, said it was one of his favorite movies. I'm like, okay. I wasn't really into it, and about halfway, I was really starting to enjoy it. The Masquerade song, really started enjoying all the songs. So then I was like, all right, let me just rewatch it then with the mind that I like it, and it was amazing. I hope they come out with a 4K release, but I do have the Blu-ray, and I also have the 25th anniversary Albert Hall edition when they did it live on stage at Royal Albert Hall with Sarah Bogus and Raymond Kermelu. I know I pronounced those wrong names way off. But anyway, Phantom of the Opera is my favorite. I would love to be able to watch it as on stage one day. I know it is not on Broadway anymore, but hopefully they'll go out on tour, and I'm definitely going to watch it then. But that is my list of top 10 favorite movies. Let me know if you agree with any of them. If you disagree with any of them, all of them, that is okay. Leave me down your top 10 list down in the comments, and I will comment and let you know what I think about that as well. But yeah, that's it. Peace.